Good morning, guys. So, as you can see, from yesterday, Euro USD kept pushing up higher, and it kept pushing into this buy before the sell that we're targeting, which is also its zero point 0.5 Fibonacci level. So, as you know, on the daily time frame, your USD is still very much bullish. So we have here a swing low and we have a swing high. And also, if we look at the situation of things on ground in respect to the American economy and the government and the American government resuming duties, so which should be bullish for the dollar in general. So that's quite giving us some confidence. So but first we want to be cautious because in as much as the immediate order flow, as we can see, is bearish to the downside, you can also see, okay, there is a trend line forming on this high. Yes, we don't trade trend lines, but we keep watch of it. So let's see what wants to happen around here. If we break this high, remember, so I would be looking for longs only above here, above this quarterly open. That's when I would be confident in looking for longs. So anything before that would be short for me. So if we take out this high, this final liquidity high right here, which will be clearer on the 4 hour. So if we take it out, then okay, then I might start to look for an aggressive short, something of this sort, right? With my stop right above the quarterly open, and then I would just be targeting new lows, right? Something like that. And if we just keep pushing up higher, then fine, then we just change strategy right above our 4 hour swing high. But for me to say I want to look for buys, I would like my 4 hour swing high, which is here, to be broken. Then we could switch bias. But for now, any higher price for me is just beautiful, as I'm still looking for shorts. Similar thing on DXY. As you can see, this is still bullish and we're in its impulsive phase. So let me take out this so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see, right? We're in a bearish market, and then we started to consolidate, right? We formed this channel, and then we had the one touch, second touch, and then we had the fake out of the lows. Since then, we've just been making bullish and bullish momentum, and we targeted this liquidity high, right, which we came in and took. And what do we expect after that? We expect a retracement, and that is basically what's happening on the dollar right now. We're getting a retracement, which is beautiful. So, and if we look here, we have on the daily, we have, okay, here we have our buy, our sell before the buy up, right? So this is one spot where we could target uh positions. So which I would be looking for. I would be looking forward to taking some positions. If you are interested in looking for dollar shots, you could target this liquidity low, but that's not the trade for me. Like, I would prefer waiting for higher probability trades than taking this lower probability shots, So that's how I see the market at the moment. So I would wait for something of a deeper retracement. Maybe we could start to push up after grabbing this area of liquidity right here and break fractal structure and start pushing up. Then I would scale in, or we could further push down, right? We could further push down into here, which then from here I would be looking to scale in aggressively, right? So from here I would be looking to take in those longs aggressively with my stop below like this market structure, and then just targeting that new impulsive phase. So that is basically my target on the dollar, and I hope that's clear. right? For GBP USD, that means I'm still looking for higher prices on this thing, as we have our break of structure right here, our swing high, our swing low. Now we're still in discounted areas, and remember, we want to sell from premium areas. We've grabbed liquidity to our left here, and now we're just consolidating here. So it would be nice maybe if we take out these lows, right? If we build the low, take it out, and then we break the high, and then we can start to buy from there. Fundamentally, the pound is very weak, right? Because the unemployment data came out and it's higher than expected, and so which from uh, we know, okay, Bank of England will likely cut rate, will likely have rate cuts next month, so that you can tackle that unemployment issue. So fundamentally, the pound is quite bearish, and the dollar too is also moving bearish. So I wouldn't want to trade this market. So guys, this is why you have fundamentals. This is why you follow the news and you try to arm yourself with this world events, because they let you know, okay, which currency at the moment is weak versus which currency at the moment is strong. Now, if you take those two currencies, right? So for example, we have strength on CHF, right? The Swiss franc, and then we have weakness on the Japanese yen because of their prime minister, who claims she would have looser monetary rate, as she doesn't support tight policy, so which would also increase borrowing and all of that, so which is bearish in general for the yen. So you want to be looking at those kind of pairs. For example, let me show you a CHF JP. Guys, look at this. You can see this, right? So these are the kind of things that you want to be looking at, and before you take trades, like you want to have the technicals on your side, but you want to also be armed with fundamentals. So the fundamentals will help you sift out, okay, which pairs should I not even consider at the moment, and which pairs should I consider strongly at the moment. So for example, for this kind of pair now, like, look at this. You open this, you know it's an uptrend. If you're looking for sales on this, I don't know what to say to you. Like, give me some, like, come on, give me that juice, or put that juice down. Like, you need to put that juice down, because why would you wake up and decide, oh, look at this, is going up and I want to sell it? You only want to buy this. So yeah, guys, let's get back to, sorry about that. So for NZD USD, right? As you can see, we keep making lower highs and lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, another lower low. So for me, I'm looking for higher prices on this thing. I'm looking for higher prices on this thing to grab some liquidity. You can also look for buys from here, because I keep saying, okay, we have the yearly open underneath here, which can act as an area of support for the market and quite give us some high probability longs. But I would like maybe one more swipe down, take out maybe this area of liquidity, or even maybe here, retest that yearly open, and then if we see that nice push up from there, I would like to take it. Or if we just keep seeing another fractal high break and then retest, right? Another fractal high break and then a retest, then I could just scale in some longs to target this monthly open. So that would be my target for NZD USD. For AU, quite similar. It's bullish also, as I've been saying for some time now. Swing wise, we've always been bullish. We came into this demand area, this consolidation, which can also be demand, and then now we're just pushing up from there. Keep in mind, I'm not the biggest fan because of this area of supply, although I do expect it to get broken, because the underlying market structure is towards the upside. But maybe afterward, then I can scale into target this quarterly open. I'm keeping my eye out for that. Let's see what happens, because we still have this, and this is also quite a strong area of supply too. But let's see if it's gonna hold or if we're gonna break it. I don't know. But for now, I would say I would stay out of AU, because in as much as I would like to say I see a position, it's not really clear at the moment, so I will stay out of AU. With USD beautiful, beautiful, beautiful short position, guys. So as I've been saying, this is bearish, right? You don't need a crystal ball to see that. You don't need Sadhguru to come down from the Himalayas and tell you that you should look for ways to sell this market. Just sell it. So basically, if you're selling this market, beautiful, congratulations. If you're buying it, I'm disappointed. Yeah, so back to it. With USD guys, as you can see, we're waiting for this liquidity to be taken. We took out that liquidity and then we started to consolidate, right? That consolidation, we broke it, and then boom, retest. Just classic textbook break and retest. Although we didn't retest it to the T, doesn't matter. And then from there, we just started to sell off. I was waiting for, okay, maybe this was our supply area. I was waiting for, okay, maybe we create liquidity and then we come back, take out that liquidity and start selling. But nah, it didn't give us any opportunity anymore. If you weren't in from here, you're not part of the gang. So it sold off, and beautiful, beautiful pair overall. Don't look for buys on it. Let's see where it wants to stop. Okay, so for now, don't call bottoms, right? Just wait and wait for some reaccumulation or retest, and then maybe at this quarterly open we have like that slow grind into it, and then from there we can look for, right, we have something like this, right, and then from there maybe, but I wouldn't want to long this market. I would prefer to short it. So if you want to long it, your choice. Gold, another beautiful, beautiful day yesterday where we didn't do much actually, but also let's see. Remember, guys, okay, we had this. Now we've taken this liquidity. We created this low also. So for me, for gold, I'm just waiting for liquidation and then entry, right? So for me now, I wouldn't want to be here. It could start pushing up, but I wouldn't want to be here. Maybe I would wait for this. I would wait for these lows preferably to get taken, and maybe we test this area also, and then I can look for those longs from there. That would be nice because I can identify, okay, we've taken out this high, and then we could, after that taking out liquidity high, what do we expect? We expect some sort of retracement. So we could have that short retracement, and then from there we take those longs. So let's see. I'm interested in longs, but I want to see some retracement. For USD card, guys, USD card quite beautifully. So you can see, okay, the dollar has been bearish, and we can see that we're retracing. I'm very bullish on this pair, as I've been saying for months now. If you've been here, you can see we're in an impulsive phase, impulsive retracement, another impulse where we broke the high, right? Now we're retracing again, right? So this was the first phase, right? Second one. Now we're retracing again. So for me, it's quite beautiful and ready for a buy. But if you're taking a buy, make sure you have your stop loss a bit wider underneath the swing low, because this is our swing low. So have your stop loss underneath the swing low, and targeting maybe a 1 to 2 for another for a swing position. Okay, so it's looking quite beautiful. We've taken liquidity to the left. Now it's slowing down a little bit. Maybe we still come down a little bit, take out this one also. Let's watch out for that. So, and then from there you can find entries. So, but it's quite fine now if you are looking for entries, but you make sure your stop is below here. It's going to be a swing position. Okay, and then for USD JPY, guys, as you know, we're looking for buys on this thing. We've created another low. So the only thing I'm saying is look for buys. JPY is quite weak at the moment, and the dollar is also retracing. So, but I would like lower prices. Maybe we take out this low or this one, but it's quite bullish. So I would like lower prices on this. That's all I'm saying. And then that would be nice to see. So I would just look for those buys from there. Okay, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for your time.